Athens. The very name conjures images of ancient gods, wise philosophers, and the birth of democracy. It's a city that breathes history from every stone and every corner. When you first arrive, the air seems to hum with a special kind of energy, a blend of millennia-old stories and vibrant modern life. It's a place where the past isn't just something you read about in books. It's right there, whispering to you as you walk down the street. The warm Mediterranean sun kisses your skin, and the scent of jasmine and freshly baked pastries fills the air. It's an invitation to explore, to discover, and to fall utterly in love with a city that has captivated travelers for centuries. One of the most magical things about Athens is how it effortlessly combines its monumental history with a lively, contemporary spirit. You can be standing in the shadow of a temple built thousands of years ago, and just a few steps away, you'll find a bustling cafe filled with young people laughing and chatting over iced coffees. This constant dance between the ancient and the new is what gives Athens its unique soul. It's a city that doesn't just rest on its glorious past. It builds upon it, creating a rich tapestry of culture, art, and life that is constantly evolving, yet always remains quintessentially Athenian. It feels like a living, breathing museum where every exhibit tells a fascinating tale. The feeling of timelessness here is simply extraordinary. As the sun sets, casting a golden glow over the marble ruins, you can almost hear the echoes of history. You can imagine Socrates debating in the ancient agora, or see Pericles overseeing the construction of the Parthenon. Yet, as night falls, the city transforms. The streets come alive with music. The tavernas fill with the sounds of clinking glasses and spirited conversation, and a palpable energy takes over. This seamless transition from a day of quiet contemplation to a night of joyful celebration is part of the city's undeniable charm, making every moment feel special and full of possibility. My first impression of Athens was one of complete awe. It's a sprawling, energetic metropolis, yet it holds on to an intimate village-like feel in its many charming neighborhoods. You can lose yourself for hours just wandering, with no particular destination in mind, and stumble upon hidden courtyards, tiny Byzantine churches, and artisan workshops tucked away on quiet side streets. It's a city that rewards the curious traveler, offering endless discoveries for those willing to simply meander and soak it all in. Athens doesn't just show you its history, it invites you to become a part of its ongoing story, to add your own footsteps to the millions that have come before. To walk through Athens is to take a journey through time itself. The city is an open-air museum where every step can lead you from one historical era to another. Imagine starting your day in the Roman Agora, where merchants once traded goods from across the empire. You can wander past the impressive Gate of Athena Archigetis and see the Tower of the Winds, an ancient meteorological station that still stands as a testament to early scientific genius. The stones beneath your feet have been worn smooth by countless generations, and you can feel the weight and wonder of history all around you. It's a deeply moving experience to connect so directly with the distant past. From the Roman Agora, it's just a short stroll to the ancient Agora, the true heart of classical Athens. This was the city's central hub for political, commercial, and social life. It was here that great philosophers like Socrates and Plato shared their ideas, and where the principles of democracy were first put into practice. As you wander among the ruins, you can see the foundations of old government buildings and shops. The beautifully preserved Temple of Hephaestus stands proudly on a small hill, offering a breathtaking glimpse into the architectural brilliance of the ancient Greeks. You can almost hear the lively debates and the clamor of the marketplace echoing through the air. The streets themselves tell a story. As you meander away from the main archaeological sites, you find yourself on winding, cobbled lanes lined with neoclassical buildings. These elegant houses, with their colorful shutters and charming balconies, date back to the 19th and early 20th centuries, when Athens became the capital of modern Greece. They add another layer to the city's rich architectural tapestry. In these quiet moments, away from the crowds, you can truly appreciate the city's ability to blend its different historical periods into a harmonious whole. It's a place where a classical column might stand next to a Byzantine church, just across from a trendy modern art gallery. One of my favorite walks is along the Dionysio Areopagitou, a grand pedestrian promenade that encircles the base of the Acropolis. This beautiful, wide street is shaded by trees and offers stunning views of the Parthenon above. It's a popular spot for both locals and visitors to take a leisurely stroll, especially in the late afternoon. Street musicians often play gentle melodies on their guitars or violins, adding to the romantic atmosphere. Walking here feels like you are treading on sacred ground, following a path that connects you directly to the golden age of Athens while being surrounded by the vibrant energy of the city today. No visit to Athens is complete without making the pilgrimage up to the Acropolis. This sacred rock, rising majestically above the city, is more than just an archaeological site. It is the enduring symbol of Western civilization, democracy, and artistic genius. The climb itself is part of the experience, as the modern city slowly falls away and you are transported back in time. With each step, the anticipation builds until you finally pass through the Propylaea, the monumental gateway. The first glimpse of the Parthenon from this vantage point is a moment that will stay with you forever. It is simply breathtaking, a perfect structure against the vast blue sky. The Parthenon, dedicated to the goddess Athena, is the crown jewel of the Acropolis. Even in its ruined state, its power and beauty are undeniable. It represents the pinnacle of classical Greek architecture, a masterpiece of harmony, balance, and proportion. As you walk around it, you can admire the incredible craftsmanship and the subtle optical refinements that make it appear so flawless. To think that this was built nearly 2,500 years ago, without any of our modern technology, is truly mind-boggling. It stands as a powerful testament to human creativity and the pursuit of perfection, a monument that has inspired artists and architects for centuries. But the Acropolis is not just the Parthenon. There are other incredible structures to explore, each with its own story. The Erechtheion is famous for its porch of the Caryatids, where 6 beautiful female figures serve as supporting columns. These graceful statues are so lifelike, they seem as though they might step down from their pedestals at any moment. Nearby is the small but elegant temple of Athena Nike, perched on the edge of the rocky outcrop, a symbol of victory. From the top of the Acropolis, the panoramic views of Athens are absolutely spectacular, stretching all the way to the glistening Aegean Sea on a clear day. The importance of the Acropolis cannot be overstated. It was the religious and cultural heart of ancient Athens, a place of worship, celebration, and immense civic pride. It represents the city's golden age under the leadership of Pericles, a time of incredible achievements in philosophy, art, and politics. Visiting the Acropolis is a deeply profound experience. You are walking in the footsteps of giants, on ground that has witnessed some of the most pivotal moments in human history. It's a place that connects you to the very foundations of our modern world and fills you with a sense of wonder and humility in the face of such timeless grandeur. Just beneath the watchful gaze of the Acropolis lies Plaka, the oldest neighborhood in Athens. Known as the neighborhood of the gods, its labyrinthine streets are a delight to explore. As you wander through its narrow, winding alleys, you feel as though you've stepped into a charming island village. The streets are lined with beautiful neoclassical houses draped in bougainvillea, their vibrant pink and purple flowers spilling over whitewashed walls. Quaint souvenir shops sell everything from handmade leather sandals to olive oil soap, and lovely little tavernas set up tables on the cobblestones, inviting you to sit and enjoy a meal in the shade of an old plane tree. Plaka is a place to get wonderfully lost. Every turn reveals a new surprise: a hidden courtyard, a tiny Byzantine church, or a stunning view of the Acropolis suddenly appearing between the buildings. One of the most enchanting parts of Plaka is Anaphiotika, a tiny cluster of homes built in the 19th century by workers from the island of Anafi. With its whitewashed, cube-shaped houses and narrow, stepped pathways, it looks exactly like a Cycladic island village that has been magically transported to the heart of Athens. It's a peaceful, picturesque oasis that offers a quiet escape from the hustle and bustle of the city below. A short walk from Plaka brings you to the vibrant and edgy neighborhood of Siri. Once a rather gritty area, Siri has transformed into one of Athens' trendiest districts, known for its buzzing nightlife and creative energy. By day, it's a hub of artisan workshops where you can find craftspeople making everything from custom furniture to unique jewelry. The streets are a canvas for incredible street art, with colorful murals and imaginative graffiti covering many of the walls. It has a wonderfully bohemian and alternative vibe, attracting a cool, artistic crowd that gives the area its distinctive character and lively atmosphere. When night falls, Siri truly comes alive. The neighborhood is packed with an eclectic mix of bars, live music venues, and modern tavernas. You can find everything from traditional rebetiko music clubs, where you can listen to the Greek blues, to chic cocktail bars serving inventive drinks. The central square, Irun Square, is always buzzing with activity, as people spill out of the surrounding bars and cafes, chatting and laughing into the early hours. Siri offers a fantastic contrast to the historical tranquility of Plaka, showcasing the dynamic contemporary side of Athenian life and its infectious, fun-loving spirit. Nestled on the other side of the Acropolis is the lovely neighborhood of Koukaki. This once sleepy residential area has quietly become one of the most sought-after spots in Athens, and for good reason. It has a relaxed, village-like atmosphere with a touch of sophisticated charm. The streets are lined with bitter orange trees, and the pedestrian-friendly lanes are filled with independent coffee shops, cozy bookshops, and stylish little boutiques. Koukaki is also home to the magnificent National Museum of Contemporary Art, or EMST, which is housed in a former brewery and really adds to the area's growing reputation as a cultural hotspot for art lovers. What I absolutely adore about Koukaki is its authenticity. It feels like a real Athenian neighborhood where people live, work, and socialize. You can spend a morning browsing the weekly farmers market, picking up fresh local produce, or maybe enjoy a long, lazy brunch at one of its many delightful cafes. It's perfectly situated, just a short walk from the Acropolis Museum and the main historical sites, yet it feels a world away from the tourist crowds. It's the ideal place to experience the everyday rhythm of Athenian life, to sit at a pavement cafe and simply watch the world go by with a strong Greek coffee in hand. For a taste of Athens' industrial chic side, you must head to Gazi. This neighborhood is named after the old gasworks, a 19th century industrial complex that has been brilliantly repurposed into a vibrant cultural center called Technopolis. The imposing red brick buildings and giant gasometers now host concerts, exhibitions, festivals, and a fascinating industrial museum. The transformation of this area is a wonderful example of urban renewal, turning a relic of the industrial age into a dynamic hub for art and entertainment. The unique setting gives Gazi a very cool and edgy atmosphere, honestly unlike anywhere else in the city. When the sun goes down, Gazi becomes the epicenter of Athens' nightlife scene. The streets around Technopolis are crammed with an endless array of bars, clubs, and restaurants catering to every taste. Whether you're looking for a rooftop bar with spectacular views of the illuminated Acropolis, a high-energy nightclub where you can dance until dawn, or a relaxed eatery serving modern Greek cuisine, Gazi has it all. The area pulses with energy and attracts a young, fashionable crowd. It's the perfect place to experience the city's modern, cosmopolitan side and to see how Athenians love to celebrate life with passion and style. Greek food is a wonderful celebration of fresh, simple stuff and bold, tasty flavors. Athens is the best place to treat your taste buds. The city's food scene is a cool mix of old and new, from traditional family restaurants to new fancy places. But the real heart of Athens' food culture is its street food. You just have to try a souvlaki when you're here. This famous Greek snack has soft pieces of grilled meat, usually pork or chicken, wrapped in warm, soft pita bread with fresh tomatoes, onions, a little bit of parsley, and a big dollop of creamy tzatziki sauce. It's simple, cheap, and super yummy. Another street snack you have to try is the koulouri, which is a round bread ring covered in sesame seeds. You'll see people selling them from small carts on almost every street corner, especially in the morning. They're the perfect breakfast to grab and go, a little crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. If you love sweets, you must try loukoumades. These are like little donut balls of fried dough, drizzled with honey and sprinkled with cinnamon and chopped walnuts. They're super light and airy and absolutely amazing to eat when they're still warm. It's a sweet, sticky treat that you'll think about long after you've left. To really get into the city's food scene, you have to visit the Varvakios Agora, Athens' main market. This busy, lively market is a treat for all your senses. The air is full of vendors shouting, the smell of fresh fish and spices, and the bright colors of fruits and vegetables piled high. In the meat section, you'll see butchers expertly getting cuts of lamb and pork ready, while the fish market has an amazing variety of seafood fresh from the Aegean Sea. Around the market are small, simple places to eat where you can enjoy some of the freshest and most real food in the city, often cooked right in front of you. Beyond the street food and markets, eating at a taverna is a big part of Greek dining. These are casual, family-friendly restaurants where the main idea is to share good food and good company. A typical meal might mean ordering different meals, small dishes like fried calamari, grilled halloumi cheese, fava bean dip, and of course, a classic Greek salad with ripe tomatoes and tangy feta cheese. The vibe is always warm and friendly, often with live music playing in the background. It's more than just eating, it's a social tradition, a happy celebration of food, family, and friendship that really shows the Greek spirit. One of the most enduring memories I have of Athens is not of the ancient ruins, but of the people themselves. There is a concept in Greece known as philoxenia, which literally translates to friend to a stranger. It's a deep-rooted tradition of hospitality and generosity towards visitors, and you feel it everywhere you go in Athens. From the moment you arrive, you are greeted with genuine smiles and a warmth that makes you feel instantly welcome. Whether you're asking for directions or trying to order in a taverna, Athenians are incredibly patient, friendly, and always willing to help. This kindness is what truly makes the city feel like a home away from home. This spirit of hospitality is woven into the fabric of daily life. Don't be surprised if a shopkeeper offers you a small glass of raki or a sweet treat while you browse, or if the owner of a taverna sits down at your table to chat and share stories about the city. These small gestures of kindness are not just for show. They come from a sincere desire to connect and share their culture with others. I remember once being lost in the winding streets of Plaka, and an elderly woman not only gave me directions, but walked with me for several blocks to make sure I found my way. It's these moments of human connection that are so precious. The energy of the city is also shaped by its people. Athenians have a real zest for life, a passion that is infectious. You see it in the lively conversations that spill out of cafes onto the streets, in the spirited debates about politics or football, and in the way they embrace social gatherings. There is a wonderful culture of spending time outdoors, enjoying the simple pleasures of a sunny day. The city's many squares are always filled with people of all ages, children playing, teenagers chatting, and older gentlemen engaged in a game of backgammon. This vibrant public life creates a wonderful sense of community and shared experience. Even in a large, bustling metropolis, there is a strong sense of neighborhood and connection. People know their local baker, their butcher, and the owner of the corner kiosk. This creates a friendly, village-like atmosphere in many parts of the city. As a visitor, you are quickly drawn into this warmth. The friendliness of the people breaks down barriers and makes it easy to engage with the local culture. It transforms your trip from a simple sightseeing tour into a rich and meaningful experience, leaving you with fond memories of the wonderful people you met along the way. The Hellenic hospitality is, without a doubt, one of Athens' greatest treasures. While simply wandering through Athens is a joy in itself, there are a few experiences that every visitor should try to have. One of my top recommendations is to visit the Acropolis Museum. This stunningly modern building, located at the foot of the Acropolis, provides the perfect context for the ancient site itself. The glass floors reveal archaeological excavations below, and the top floor gallery, which houses the Parthenon marbles, is aligned to have a direct view of the temple. It's an architectural marvel that brilliantly showcases the treasures of the Acropolis, bringing their stories to life in a way that is both educational and deeply moving. It's an absolute must-see. For a different perspective on the city, I highly recommend climbing Lycabettus Hill. This is the highest point in Athens, and the views from the top are simply breathtaking. You can take a funicular railway to the summit, or if you're feeling energetic, walk up the winding path. At the top, you'll find a small white chapel, a cafe, and a panoramic vista that encompasses the entire city, from the Acropolis to the port of Piraeus and the sea beyond. The best time to go is just before sunset. Watching the sun dip below the horizon and the city lights begin to twinkle on is a truly magical and unforgettable experience. To experience a piece of Athenian tradition, you must see the changing of the guard at Syntagma Square. This ceremony takes place in front of the Hellenic Parliament building at the tomb of the unknown soldier. The guards, known as Evzones, are an elite presidential unit famous for their distinctive traditional uniform, which includes a pleated kilt and pom-pom-adorned shoes. They perform a highly stylized and synchronized march that is fascinating to watch. While the changing of the guard happens every hour, the most elaborate ceremony with the full official uniform takes place on Sundays at 11 a.m. It's a unique and impressive display of Greek pride and tradition. Finally, for a perfect end to a day of exploring, I suggest catching a film at an open-air cinema. This is a beloved summer tradition for Athenians. There are several beautiful outdoor cinemas, or Therina cinema, scattered throughout the city, many with lovely gardens and views of the illuminated Acropolis. Tsinethysio, for example, is often cited as one of the most beautiful cinemas in the world. There's something incredibly romantic about watching a classic film under the stars, with a gentle breeze in the air and the Parthenon glowing in the background. It's a quintessential Athenian experience that beautifully combines culture, history, and simple pleasure. Athens is a city that captures your heart and your imagination. It's a place of incredible contrasts, where the ancient world stands in constant, beautiful dialogue with the present. It's a city where you can touch stones that were laid down thousands of years ago, and then turn a corner to find a vibrant piece of modern street art. This seamless blend of old and new is what makes Athens so compelling. It's not a city frozen in time. It's a living, breathing entity that honors its monumental past while eagerly embracing the future. It's a place that is both a history lesson and a celebration of life. There is truly something for everyone in this remarkable city. For the history buff, there are world-class archaeological sites and museums that offer a deep dive into the foundations of Western civilization. For the art lover, there are contemporary galleries and a dynamic street art scene. For the foodie, there is a culinary world to explore, from humble street food stalls to sophisticated modern restaurants. For the night owl, there is a buzzing nightlife that lasts until the early hours. And for those who simply want to soak up the atmosphere, there are countless charming cafes and beautiful streets to wander. What I find most inspiring about Athens is its resilience and its spirit. This is a city that has faced countless challenges throughout its long history, yet it has always endured, always rebuilt, and always retained its unique character. You can feel this strength in the air and see it in the faces of its people. There is a passion, a creativity, and a love for life that is truly infectious. It's a city that encourages you to slow down, to savor the moment, to enjoy a conversation, and to appreciate the simple beauty of a sun-drenched afternoon. It teaches you the importance of kefi, the Greek spirit of joy and passion. Leaving Athens, you take more with you than just photographs and souvenirs. You take with you the feeling of standing in the shadow of the Parthenon, the taste of honey-drenched loukoumades, the sound of rebetiko music drifting from a taverna, and the warmth of the smiles you received. It's a city that gets under your skin and stays with you long after you've returned home. It's a place that inspires wonder, sparks curiosity, and reminds you of the enduring power of human creativity and connection. Athens is not just a destination, it is an experience, a journey through time that leaves an indelible mark on your soul.